want to before we how much money he's making. Sorry.
Apparently move to, if you want to make a lot of money, move to Vegas and be a server. They make incredible money according to Oliver.
Do we just stay on the scandal and then next time do all the Beverly Hills stuff and the Shaw shit?
Oh, wait, why don't we cover Robin, Dixon, and Juan? Do you think that latest picture, Juan Dixon posted, well, he didn't, but the blogs posted a photo of him with a woman that he allegedly worked with. She's also a coach at, I believe, Coppin State, where he was just fired from. They were sitting next to each other, and a lot of people say this is his longtime mistress. Thoughts?
I mean, people are like, listen, just admit it, Robin. You're in a fake marriage. You know, you get your 600, you give him 100. Like listen, it is actually, again, just like with Tom and Raquel, I guess this is what makes me a horrible person, even though you said I wasn't. I applaud such strategies. I'm very intrigued by them. So if this is Robin's strategy and she is the first person in like Housewives, maybe history, to really say, we are going to just be in a totally fake relationship, ups and downs in marriage for money, and I'm going to take my 600 and you get 100. Oh, wow. I mean, wait, I have not given Miss Dixon enough credit all these years. That's kind of brilliant. I mean, but yeah. I do think when people are like,
you think it's like they're like hooking up, like you think Juan is, I mean, look at that other basketball player came out. She basically said Juan was like completely brought other women he was seeing on the bus when he was coaching a women's basketball team. He didn't give two fucks. Has anyone actually looked if there's a marriage license in Maryland between them, a recent marriage license, or did they just do the ceremony? Like, are they married?
I don't know, but if someone wants to look that up,
I'll dig too, but we should actually see if there's a real marriage certificate or if they just did the ceremony. I'd be curious.
I think like maybe Juan Dixon is like, well, I got the season's over. It's cleared my check from Robin this season. So I'm going to do what the fuck. I don't think he gives a fuck. Like that woman did say he brought the girls on the bus I think it's a fake relationship. Even Giselle, I think, was on Watch What Happens for RHUGT3 and was like, I do have questions about, I know we have to talk about that too. And she's like, it doesn't all make sense.
That's a big U-turn from a month ago. We were just talking a month ago when she did a podcast and she basically defended Juan. She said, she's like done a complete about face, but she a month ago said, oh, Juan will be fine. He lost his job, but that's just the industry. Now, a week ago, she's doing the Watch What Happens live and basically saying, well, yeah, it's worrisome. Like they didn't think he'd be fired. And it is hard to believe Robin's story. It's like,
is this because we're into casting for RHOP next season and Giselle's contract is inked and Robin's never showed up in the mail? And Giselle is like, love you, girl. Reasonably shady, will continue. But I got to distance myself, girl, because my 600 is now 700. And, mama needs a new pair of shoes. Is that why? I don't know.
I mean, it is kind of a real, like, I don't know.
What we have to talk about next time, or we could do it now too, is I went to the drag brunch hosted by the one, the only Ashley Darby. And I went with the guy who stood up at BravoCon and said, I fucked Michael Darby. So there's a lot.
Did she know him? Did she know the context?
Guys, there's a lot. So Ashley Darby is on a drag brunch tour. Again, you can't make this stuff up. We have the Countess Cabaret that fills up huge venues. Ashley is going from city to city doing a drag brunch. I mean, listen, I'm critical. I'm going to call someone out like next time when we talk about that disgusting Jen Shah. But I have to give props where props are due. Now, I'm friends with now the guy that at BravoCon, and you guys might remember, Q&A in the Potomac thing, a guy stood up and said, I slept with Michael Darby. The whole world went crazy. The guy's actually friends with Vicky Gumbels' son, Michael. We FaceTimed Michael really later in the evening when we were drunk. I guess there is a lot to this story.
You FaceTimed Michael Darby?
No, Michael, Michael Wolfsmith, Vicky's son. No, sorry.
Oh
no, that would have been, sorry, guys. That would have been really exciting. No.
Yeah, if you, Ashley,
No, that would have been,
he
oh God,
allegedly
no. Oh God, no. No, that would have been, I would have had a lead with that. No, nothing like that. We went, so listen, this drag brunch. So this guy was like, we're friends. Do you want to come? I'm like, sure, let's go. Listen, Ashley sings for a minute. Let's not forget, Ashley has her own song. She does have a song out there.
copy,
Well, when
copy.
she comes out, the drag queens actually, Miss Sugar Cane hosted it. She's been a Pass Behind the Velvet Rope podcast guest. The drag queens do throughout the thing impersonate. We had a Lisa Rinna, we had an Erica Jane. So and we had a Lisa Vanderpump. We get, some quotes from the show. There is a Q&A. People do stand up. So, it's mostly gay boys, but there's some women. So of course, the first question is like, and Ashley in real life is just like Ashley on the show. She's like, nope, okay, I like see where you're going. I got it. So, so someone stood up and they're like, so, I mean, Ashley, are we still defending Robin today? And she's like, oh, who is this we? Like, I mean, me? Yeah. So she basically stood up for Robin. And then the follow-up question was like, is it time for Robin to be fired? So people at the drag brunch came for Robin. Literally, Ashley is standing right there, guys. You want to ask a question to someone, ask it to Miss Darby. People came for Robin. More so, nobody asked about, it wasn't like you had to fill out a piece of paper and they screened them. It was literally like, raise your hand if you have a question. Nobody asked. I guess next time I should tell people and I'll get some questions from you guys. Nobody asked about what's the
What about
status?
the lawsuit? Candace and Michael Darby lawsuit. Michael Darby suing Candace for, alleged defamation after she said all those gay rumors.
Nobody asked that. And I was like, listen, no, Ashley was. So at one point, no, she didn't know at the brunch that this was the guy that claims he slept with Michael. It was later, I think, that he DM'd her after we already left, which thank God, because he said to me before, should I tell Ashley this? And I'm like, not really in my behind the velvet rope presence. Like, you can do that maybe without me standing next to you as like your BFF. Like, I don't want to get kicked out of here because, like, listen, Ashley is lovely. I have to say, she's lovely.
I've known Ashley and Michael, and again, I'm not BFFs with them, but I love Ashley. Every time I see her, we know who each other are. We talk, we've DM'd, we follow each other. I can tell you this, and I would bet the farm on it. Ashley knows everything Michael has done. Everything Michael has done. These two openly for years talked about the threesomes that they had together. And she says on the show, I just don't want to participate in that lifestyle anymore because we now have kids. She knows he's been down with whoever he's been down with. So if I were that guy, I would have been like, hey, I'm done with your husband. This is Ashley. Nothing would shock her. I guarantee you. And I get it. You're there as you for business and his friend. It's kind of an awkward spot to put you in. So I understand that. But I'm telling you, I just do not think that you can bamboozle Ashley. I think she's known for a long time what Mr. Darby is like. And I don't think, Juan Dixon is the first guy that Michael wanted a blowjob from, allegedly. Michael says he's not gay, I think, is what so I guess maybe it's not true. But I just, whatever they're into, Ashley knows.
And by the way, the one thing someone did ask is, now that it's over with Luke from Summer House, like, there's a lot of other Bravo celebrities. Who's next on your list? I'm like, now that's a good question. She said, I think I'm good after Luke.